What's up, y'all? It's Honest Movie Guy, and I'm back with another movie review. Today, I want to review a movie I saw this past weekend. It's called The Taking of Pelham 123, made in 2009. It stars Denzel Washington, John Travolta. I enjoyed the movie despite its flaws, and there are a few, and I'll let you know about them in this review. So, for those that have forgotten, this is how it works. First, I give you a synopsis of the movie, then I give you a spoiler-free review of the movie, and finally, I give you my honest rating and my honest recommendation. So let's jump in. The synopsis for The Taking of Pelham 123 reads: Armed men hijack a New York City subway train, holding the passengers hostage in return for a ransom, and turning an ordinary day's work for dispatcher Walter Garber into a face-off with the mastermind behind the crime. Okay, so that literally sums it up. Some guys take a subway train hostage in New York, and a dispatcher ends up developing a relationship with the mastermind, and you can kind of guess what hostage situations kind of go. They want something. They're trying to extort the city for something. I enjoyed the movie. Let's start there. I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. Despite its flaws, it was very, very entertaining. I was not bored during it. I was wanting to see where it was going to go, how it was going to get resolved. So it was interesting. I like that aspect of it. Now, thing I loved, the actors, John Travolta, Denzel Washington. Two great actors. I love Denzel, probably my favorite actor out there. They did a good job in their characters. I think Denzel did a little better than Travolta in portraying his characters. I feel like Travolta could have done better, but I did like him. I felt like if Denzel had more of a better script to work with, he would have done even better than he did. So I don't got no complaints in terms of the acting. Now, in terms of the script plot, that's where the problems kind of come for this film. One, some of the scenes were just over the top. They didn't need to be so, I guess, graphic or violent, and some of the action scenes were just unnecessary. There was a lot of just unnecessary scenes that were just thrown in kind of to like just, I guess, add action or a thrill to the movie, but it didn't. It was just like, okay, you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. In terms of like the whole plot idea of like taking a subway hostage, I find it kind of a dumb idea. Why? Because in reality, if someone tried taking a subway hostage, we're gonna be able to see wherever they exit. So it's kind of like, why would they have that plan? You know, on the same hand, though, I think this was I guess maybe like a remake or took inspiration from another movie that was made earlier in time. Obviously, it was made years ago. So obviously that technology was probably not as good back then. So it did seem like a good idea. But I found that realistic aspect of it, or that aspect of it, didn't make it seem as realistic. So it kind of hurt it, in my opinion. I didn't like how the tension kind of stopped building. It didn't really reach the heights that I thought like this movie was going to reach. I think that came with, I guess, the script being kind of weak in some aspects and the direction that the director had. So it didn't get to really get high. It just kind of like got here and then stopped instead of kept on going. So that kind of just, ruined that for me. There was a couple unrealistic things. One character had a shot. They didn't take the shot the entire time. You're like, okay, like what the hell? Why wouldn't that happen? So there's just like a lot of unrealistic behavior, especially towards the end with the main character. So I don't know. It just kind of fell apart in that aspect of it in terms of the plot. As I said, though, it has some great actors. I thought what they need to do for this film to make it really reach the greatest heights it could have reached, or whatever, reach its most potential, was to make it more dialogue focused between Travolta and Denzel Washington's characters. When they were going back and forth throughout the movie, it was like, oh my god, like this is great. I love this relationship. I love the banter. I love it. But there just wasn't enough of it. It kind of started to deviate from those two to other people, and then like it just didn't really work out the way it should have. So that's why it kind of fell apart in my opinion. Now, I'm going to give this movie a 6.4. I would give it, I don't see a problem with that rating in my personal opinion. I'll probably give it like a 6 to a 6.2. I just feel like looking back on it, there's a lot more flaws in terms of the plot. So just things just being thrown in. The director not really knowing where they want to go with it. Not really pushing the film to the height it could have reached. And the lack of it being more dialogue focused and driven between Travolta and Denzel kind of ruined it for me, in my opinion. But it is a good movie in my books. I was entertained the entire time, as I said. I enjoyed it. I do not regret watching this, and I would recommend you guys to go out and watch Taking of Pelham 123, because we all love Denzel, and it's a decent Denzel movie. Obviously, there's better ones out there, but this was a very good one for you guys to go out and watch. So I recommend you guys to go out, watch Pelham 123 if you've got not the Taking of Pelham 123 if you've got nothing better to do, and enjoy the movie and see what you think about it. That's it for this movie review. I'm the Honest Movie Guy. Make sure to like and subscribe below, and tune in to more videos on my channel.